I believe that I have looked back too optimistically on Hollywood, because my daughter has a group of books about Hollywood that she bought. I don't know why, probably vainly looking for references of her father in them. And I took to reading them lately, and I realized how many great people that town has destroyed since its earliest beginnings. How almost everybody of merit was destroyed or diminished, and how the few people who were good who survived, what a great minority they were. And I suddenly thought to myself, why do I look so affectionately on that town? It was because it was funny, and it was gay, and it was an old-fashioned circus, and everything that we're nostalgic about. Made it funny and gay when it was really happening. Yeah. But really it was a brutal place. Yeah. And when I take my own life out of it and see what they did to other people, I see that the story of that town is a dirty one, and its record is bad.
Did I party tonight?
You are just the symbol of innocence in Hollywood, and yet you were not spared the sleazy, seamy side, and at a very early age, a studio executive, I guess, exposed himself.
Yes,
and that was only one example.
I thought he was a producer, but he turned out to be an exhibitor.
Yeah. And at that same moment, your mother in a separate location was being, well...
Louis B. Mayer was after her.
Oh, no.
And,
I have to crawl through like mountains and oceans of dog shit to get to a job.
Yeah.
And then back through, because there's all these people in the middle that are taking all the money away.
I know.
For everybody.
I
Not
know.
just for me, for the people that are directing it, for everybody.
Yeah.
Matt Jones recently appeared on Tiger Belly and spoke about how difficult it has become to survive as a working actor. This is a man who played Badger on Breaking Bad, spent years on Mom, and has worked steadily across television, film, and voice acting. He has the credits, the experience, and the recognizable face, yet he still cannot rely on another good job arriving. Matt is not asking why he never became Tom Cruise. No, he's talking about something far more basic, the ability to earn a living as an actor without becoming one of the most famous people in the world.
I hate rich kids, and I still hate rich kids.
I know, me
you know
too.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's all run by rich kids.
Yeah.
Like all the executives are rich kids.
Bro.
The way the business works is people climb over your corpse to do better.
That is true.
People are like, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm gonna f you right now. Can you do me a favor? Just let me f you. And you're like, oh, okay. And they're like, okay, I'm done f you. And then they walk over your body.
That's what they do.
That's
So that's what happened, it seems like.
Because if someone calls me,
So the business happened.
how many times in your career has somebody like, hey, can you come do this thing? It's no money. But on the next thing, it'll be it. Has there ever been a next thing?
No.
Never.
Never been at the next thing.
What's weird is some people don't post publicly, but I've had some like, I don't know, Oscar winners reach out and be like, holy shit, I feel the same way. And I was like, well, then say that publicly.
Yeah.
But no.
They don't.
No, because everybody's afraid they're talking themselves out of a job.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting jobs anyway, so...
That's what I felt.
Right?
Why do you think I'm in this garage? You know what I mean?
It really is a garage. You can't...
Hollywood used to support a large group of performers who worked regularly without becoming major stars. They played friends, neighbors, teachers, criminals, parents, and co-workers. A television series might produce more than 20 episodes a year, which meant more roles, longer contracts, and repeated work for supporting actors. That part of the business has become much weaker. Streaming shows often produce shorter seasons and disappear after 1 or 2 years. Los Angeles production finished 2025 more than 16% below the previous year, even though there were some signs of improvement during early 2026. Matt makes the point that a healthy acting business needs a proper middle ground. Most actors are not trying to own private jets. They want enough work to pay their bills, maintain their health insurance, and continue doing the job they trained for. That should sound reasonable, but Hollywood now expects the actor to solve the problem alone. Start a podcast, write your own film, build a following, post every day, learn editing, find investors, promote yourself. God damn, that's a lot of work to do.
I have no control over my fate. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Well, take control.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I told you the other day. I texted you. I go, you got to take control.
So you said you texted me I should start a podcast about how shitty the business is.
Yes.
Basically. And I just don't want to hear I don't want to hear a bunch of actors complain about it anymore. I wouldn't listen to that.
I would.
You would?
I would too.
And I would too. The reason why I would listen to it is because I feel the same shift. I feel the same resentment. I feel the same anger about it. So it's like, yeah, I would definitely listen to that.
I think it's just me mad at rich kids, right? It's
I know.
From when I was a kid, I hate rich kids, and I still hate rich kids.
I know, me
you know
too.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's all run by rich kids.
Yeah.
Like all the executives are rich kids.
Bro.
There's value in creating your own work, but it also shows how much responsibility the industry has pushed onto performers. Studios once hired people to develop, produce, and market entertainment. Now the actor is expected to arrive with some of that work already completed. I mean, come on.
Do I have aimbot on? Well, no. I just think I'm sick at this game.
The other problem is that acting and social media requires different skills. Some people are brilliant at becoming another person on screen, but they have no interest in turning their private life into weekly content. They may not have a strong podcast personality or a constant supply of opinions about whatever is trending that day.
The truth is,
maybe you're not open enough.
No, the truth is, they're like people
or
are
the
like,
mysteries of life.
People are like eat this bowl of shit, Bobby, and you're like, I don't want to eat this bullshit. They're like, there's a line of people around the block willing to eat this bowl of shit, Bobby.
I know.
And you're like, okay, I'll eat it. And then you eat it, you choke it down. They're like, good boy, good boy.
Yeah.
And they come around again. They're like, I need you to eat another bowl of shit. You're like, but I don't want to. And they're like,
I know.
You already did. I know you can do it.
I know.
And you're like, but I already ate the bowl of shit. And then you're sitting there next to 10 empty bowls of shit. You're like, I'm sick.
Yeah.
Matt's appearance on Tiger Belly shows the strange position actors are now in. He goes onto a podcast to discuss why acting work has become harder, and that discussion becomes another form of work. The podcast produces clips. The clips create social media posts. People react to those posts, and Matt receives attention that his acting career is not currently giving him. Bobby Lee sitting across from him as someone who adapted to this change. Bobby spent years trying to find a secure place in Hollywood, but Tiger Belly and Bad Friends gave him direct access to an audience. He no longer needs a film studio to keep him visible every year. His stories, arguments, friendships, and personal problems provide enough material to support a large career.
I think it'd be fun to watch you talk to other actors about how it's changed and complain.
Well, because
I love complaining.
And you know what it is the perception of like what you said. Like my perception of what somebody else is doing is always they're doing so great. They're doing so great. And you hear like, how much is their podcast making? What the fuck? Why am I not doing that? Because I don't have the confidence of that people would watch, right? Or listen.
They're not in the beginning.
Right. And you just have to do it for a couple years and build your audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
It's not a lot of work. It's once a week.
Right.
For 1 hour.
Yeah. You only do this once a week?
Yeah. Sometimes twice a week. But this week, how many are we doing?
Just this one.
Just this one this week.
Wow.
Bobby is naturally good at that type of exposure. His personality can carry an entire episode. Matt Jones belongs to a generation of actors who thought the performance was meant to be the product. Now the person has become the product as well. Daveigh Chase shows another part of Hollywood's failure. She voiced Lilo in Lilo and Stitch, played Samara in The Ring, appeared in Donnie Darko, and provided the English voice of Chihiro in Spirited Away. She achieved all of that while she was still very young.
You got like the Indiana Jones thing going on.
You know, I drive like Indiana Jones too. They've been calling me that for like a while
That's
now.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
You haven't worked on a film in a long time.
No, I think I did Yellow with Nick Cassavetes last year, and then I just finished one called Wild and Blue in September.
Okay.
That was also independent. Independents are my preference.
She had a career most child actors could only dream about, but early success did not protect her during adulthood. Daveigh died in June 2026 at the age of 35. Her mother later spoke about her long struggle with addiction, which she believes became serious after Daveigh injured her back in a motorcycle accident and was prescribed pain medication around 2016. Her final years included attempts at rehabilitation, legal problems, poor health, and long periods away from her family. Hollywood did not cause every problem in Daveigh's life, and it would be dishonest to claim that it did. Addiction is complicated, and her mother's account points to a physical injury and prescription painkillers many years after her biggest childhood roles. Her story still raises an important question. What happens after the industry makes a child famous and then moves on?
Were you scared making The Ring?
Making a movie?
Not really.
No?
Scary movies don't really scare me that much. I love scary movies. I guess maybe it's because I'm an actress and I know some of them.
Hollywood knows how to organize a child's career. There are auditions, agents, contracts, rehearsals, interviews, premieres, and award ceremonies. Adults build an entire system around the child because the performance has commercial value. That system is mainly designed to finish the film or television show. It does not always prepare the child for adult life, especially when the work becomes less frequent. A young actor can spend years being told that they are special, talented, and wanted. Their friendships, education, and sense of identity can all become connected to acting. Then they grow older, their available roles change, and the attention weakens. Daveigh's childhood performances continue to reach new audiences while her own life became increasingly unstable. Disney could continue selling Lilo and Stitch. Horror fans could continue watching The Ring. People could continue sharing clips of Samara climbing out of the television. The work remained valuable even when the person who created it was struggling. That is something Hollywood rarely wants to discuss. The industry protects the film, the character, and the intellectual property for decades. Its responsibility towards the human being can end much sooner.
How would you spend Halloween?
I'm gonna go trick-or-treating and maybe a few Halloween parties.
How many? How many?
Not all on Halloween night. But I'm gonna get a lot of candy, so.
Yeah, when you do trick-or-treat, you get a lot of candies. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Protecting child actors should involve more than limiting their working hours and keeping money in a trust. It should include long-term mental health care, financial education, and real support when a young performer reaches adulthood and no longer has the same career. That does not guarantee that every former child actor will avoid addiction or personal problems. It would at least recognize that early fame can affect somebody long after the original production ends.
Hey! Oh my gosh, this still rocks!
So good, you're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer. Do you remember where
Something after party tonight?
Daveigh's story should not be turned into another piece of child star gossip. She was a talented young actress whose work made several companies money. When her life became difficult, the industry that once celebrated her had no clear role in helping her. Matt Jones shows what happens when an experienced adult actor cannot find enough work. Daveigh Chase shows what can happen when Hollywood gives someone success before they are old enough to understand it, then provides little stability afterwards.
I'm about to walk. Bobby. Why can't you just be nice?
I'm being nice.
It's
I
not-
said a hint. I said a hint, dude. It's like the cherry on top of a cake, dude. It doesn't make the cake, man. It's a fucking extra little.
You know what
little-
people
you know
do
what I mean?
that aren't
Look
happy
at that.
with-
a black Pageria. Look at that.
I'm walking. Bob, you're gonna lose our guest. That's it. You're losing our guest. You lost our guest, dude. Fuck.
Oliver Tree approached the problem in a very different way. Oliver understood social media, his characters, clothes, music videos, interviews, and public stunts were all part of the work. He built a career where the music and the online personality supported each other. He was not an actor waiting for Hollywood to employ him. He created a world around himself and made people pay attention to it.
He kind of looks like Vector from Despicable Me if he wore an orange jumpsuit. I am so sick of this shit. If one more troll tries to test me with this Vector, I will come and I will find your house and I will beat your ass, kid. When is it gonna be that Vector looks like Oliver Tree? I'm so sick of this shit.
Oliver died in a helicopter collision in Brazil on the 14th of June 2026. He was 32 years old. Before his death, he had spoken publicly about his will and an arts foundation he had created. His plan was for the money he left behind to support other actors and fund the actual creation of new work. His representatives later said they intended to carry out that wish. Oliver understood the real barrier facing many artists. Talent is not always the problem. Money, time, and access are often the problem. Someone may be capable of making a great album but cannot afford equipment or studio time. Someone may have a strong film idea but cannot pay a crew. Someone may be an excellent actor but cannot spend years attending unpaid auditions while also covering rent. The industry likes to talk about discovering talent, but it often discovers people after they have already built an audience and take most of the financial risk themselves.
So people are gonna shit on you, no matter what. Who cares? You know, people are gonna judge you in life, and I find it's much easier to just be able to take a deep breath, remind yourself who you are, what you do, what you stand for, what you live for in that moment. We're constantly changing and evolving and growing, and people don't resonate with that version of you at that moment. So,
Matt Jones was asking for a business where ordinary actors could work regularly. Daveigh Chase's life raises questions about what companies owe young performers after their attention ends. And Oliver Tree created his own answer by leaving resources for people who had not yet received their opportunity. Then there's Kill Tony, which offers opportunity without much protection at all.
Like, that is a stand-up comic.
Yeah, that's a stand-up comic.
Yeah, named like Barbara Sanders or something like that.
Signing up for Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, traveling. People travel to go do that show.
It's wild.
It's wild. Yeah, from all over the country, they travel to go to that show.
I can't watch it.
I can't. Okay.
I can't watch
Yeah,
it.
I know it's hard.
I know it's really popular.
Yeah.
And
I can't do it. I've done it. I can't do it.
He sneaks out.
I sneak out.
I can't. I appreciate that people love it, but it just makes me so uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Yeah. I've guested on that panel before with Bert and some other people, and I usually leave halfway during it.
Yeah.
And I gotta go to the bathroom, and I'll like wait 45 minutes and then come back. You know, I cannot do it, and I will never do it again.
Yeah.
Because you just don't like being mean to people or something, or
It's just, I just don't know what to say. It's like, you know, people are developing, and it's like,
Yeah.
the person that we're watching now isn't the person that we're going to be watching 10 years from now.
Yeah.
So it's like ripping on somebody that early is tough for me.
Yeah.
I'm not a roaster in general, I mean, I called you a fat Michael Shannon.
Pretty good. Pretty good
roast. But
the show can be cruel, repetitive, and unnecessarily personal. A comedian gets 1 minute to perform, and then Tony Hinchcliffe and the panel can question them about their appearance, job, family, relationships, or mental health. A bad appearance can stay online forever. At the same time, Kill Tony provides something that Hollywood has become terrible at providing, a route that people can actually see. Aspiring comedians place their names into a bucket. If their name is selected, they receive 1 minute on stage, followed by an interview with Tony and the panel. A strong appearance can lead to more spots, followers, and paid work. There's no secret audition room. There's no agent deciding whether your photograph should reach a casting director. There's no executive telling you that the company is looking for someone with a larger online following.
I mean, personally, the whole show is about like who's going to be the next stand-up comic.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody should be. I want to say no to everybody.
Because you're an improv
I think
guy.
it's done. We don't need any more stand-ups.
Yeah.
Is it because you're such a diehard improv guy? You're like,
no, I'm not a diver. Improv is stupid way. I love it because I hang out with my friends and I'll do it every now and then, but it is an illegitimately stupid waste of time.
Your name gets selected, you perform, and the audience judges you immediately. The system can be unfair, but the opportunity is real enough for hundreds of people to sign up. Hollywood's rejection usually happens in private. Kill Tony turns rejection into a public event. The performer might gain a career or they might become the joke. Either result gives the show material. The show benefits whether the comedian succeeds or fails. That is the cost of this new access. Performers no longer have to wait for permission from a studio, but they have to accept public judgment from the audience. Kill Tony was created outside of Hollywood, built its audience online, and eventually became valuable enough for Netflix. Netflix did not need to develop the idea or slowly build the performers. The audience had already proved that the show could make money. This is the new arrangement. The artist provides the business works first, then the large company arrives. Hollywood used to develop people and hope the public would care. Now it often waits for the public to care before taking any risk. That change has created genuine opportunities, but it's also produced a type of entertainment built around humiliation, conflict, and constant exposure. It also helped create the political side of the podcast industry. British politician Rupert Lowe recently appeared on Rogan's podcast and discussed immigration, crime, gun laws, and the direction of Britain.
And we didn't start out with any preconceived ideas. It started because we read some court transcripts of some of the people who've been found guilty of this, which the government, by the way, has tried to keep quiet. Some of the historical court transcripts disappear. So we've been calling for these transcripts to be kept now. We've actually tried to make a noise about that. And the more we read this and the more we carried on with the rape gang inquiry, the more it became clear to us that obviously there's a link between this power and the abuse and grooming and if you like, damage that was done to white working class English girls. And it does go, and in the report we've looked at the reasons why, to your point, there is a cultural difference of opinion between an open, high trust Christian view of women particularly and the Islamic view of women, which is all in the report.
While talking about the handgun ban introduced after the Daveigh massacre, Lowe referred to what happened as one murder. Rogan asked one murder, and Lowe repeated it. 16 children and their teacher were murdered at Dunblane Primary School. Another 15 children and 3 adults were injured. Lowe's remarks caused anger in Scotland, including criticism from politicians and people connected to the area.
On a point of order, Madam Deputy Speaker, I seek your guidance following remarks made outside this House by the member for Great Yarmouth that has caused profound offence to the community I represent. To describe the Dunblane tragedy as one murder diminishes what happened to 16 children and their teachers and the suffering of everyone whose lives were changed forever in March 1996. The people of Dunblane responded not with division, but with dignity, compassion, and a determination that no other community should endure such horror. It is because of their courage and the united action of this House that this country has some of the strongest firearms laws in the world and an ongoing cross-party approach to ensuring these protections will not be weakened.
That exchange became one of the main stories from the interview. A long political conversation produced one shocking clip, and that clip traveled through social media, newspapers, and reaction channels. This is where politics and entertainment now meet. Rogan gets a guest who will attract attention, the politician gets access to a huge audience, social media accounts get clips, newspapers get a controversy, and commentary channels get a subject. Everyone receives content from the same statement. This is also where people talk about the right-wing grift.
It goes back to what you're saying about like it's a lack of meritocracy. These people are not good, and they understand that like almost all these conservative figures started wanting to just be famous. Ben Shapiro wanted to be a fucking screenwriter. I mean, that's real. And all these people wanted to be famous, and they realized they don't have the goods. And so then they decide, oh, well, no one is catering to these fucking, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of, there's a
Fuentes,
him.
All of those guys look like they be pushed in the bushes at school.
Oh, I mean, those guys are just pathetic. I mean,
the business model is still clear. A comedian, actor, or commentator can gain a loyal audience by saying that Hollywood is corrupt, mainstream media is lying, comedy is being censored, and ordinary people are no longer allowed to speak honestly. Some of these complaints come from real experiences. Hollywood does not discard performers. Media companies do not make serious mistakes. Online mobs can be unreasonable. Comedy has become heavily tied to political arguments. The profitable part comes from repeating the grievance every week and giving the audience the same group of enemies. And the entertainer who struggles to get acting work may receive far more attention from one angry speech about cancel culture. Once that speech creates an audience, the person has a reason to continue making the same type of content.
Even Nick DiPaolo is racist. Funny as fuck, though.
Funny.
Such great crafted jokes. I used to be in the audience laughing. He's a really great comedian, and I don't like when he gets. I hate when he goes so far.
Yeah, when he goes a little far. Sometimes.
I go, dude, you were hired by Chris Rock.
Yeah,
right. I mean, and I was one of your favorite guys. We talk. It's like
no, I know.
mentioned why. Like, fuck.
Well, because you know he has it in him. So when he goes lazy, you're like, you could do, when he just opens the set like Kamala Harris, you. No, that's not the joke. That's not the joke.
The politics may be genuine, but the financial reward can influence which subjects they discuss and how strongly they discuss them. That is why Hollywood's failure matters here. It produces a large number of talented, frustrated people who felt ignored, underpaid, and rejected. Political media offered them a simple explanation. The industry did not reject you because the business is shrinking or badly managed. It rejected you because you told the truth. That message can be powerful when somebody is already angry. The right-wing media world then offers something Hollywood no longer provides: a clear audience, regular work, and a sense of belonging. Speak about censorship, immigration, masculinity, or cultural decline, and there is a market ready to listen. This does not mean every comedian or actor who moves right has secretly changed politics for money. It means that grievance has become a reliable product. Kill Tony sells the risk of public humiliation. Political podcasts sell the feeling that the audience is hearing truths that other institutions are hiding. Both grew in response to distrust of Hollywood and mainstream media. Both give people direct access to audiences. Both also know that conflict spreads faster than careful discussion. The internet has given artists control over distribution, but it constantly rewards the strongest reaction. Matt Jones is talking about an industry that no longer gives working actors enough stability. Daveigh Chase's life raises questions about how Hollywood treats young performers after their work has been completed and their attention has moved elsewhere. Oliver Tree decided that some of his success should fund artists who had never received the same resources. Kill Tony gives unknown comedians a direct opportunity, but it may also use the embarrassment as entertainment. Joe Rogan gives political figures access to a huge audience, while controversial statements create more attention for everyone surrounding the interview. These stories all come from the same failure. Hollywood stopped providing enough work, development, and long-term support. The internet offered people another route, but the route demands constant exposure. Artists must keep talking, posting, arguing, and producing material even when they have nothing new to promote. For some, that means creating their own films, podcasts, and comedy shows. For others, political anger becomes the easiest thing to sell. The internet has given artists access to audiences that Hollywood once controlled. That is a real improvement, especially for people who were never invited to the industry. What it has not given them is stability. Hollywood failed to protect many of the artists who created its films, shows, and music. The internet gave those artists a microphone, then learned that their frustration could also make money. It gave them control. It also gave them another reason to stay angry.